At the Old Haunted House by Helen Ketteman, illustrated by Nate Ragg. At the Old Haunted House. At the old haunted house, in a room with no sun, lived a warty green witch, and her wee witchy one. "Spell!" cried the witch. "Poof!" cried the one, and they both practiced spells in the room with no sun. At the old haunted house where a cold draft blew lived a big monster and her wee monsters too. "Stir!" said the ma. "We stir!" cried the two, and they whirred and they stirred while the cold draft blew. By the old haunted house in the dead hollow tree lived a scrawny black cat and her wee kittens three. "Scratch!" said the mother. "Meow!" cried the three, and they scratched and they growled in a dead hollow tree. At the old haunted house with the squeaky old floor lived a green paw goblin and his wee goblins four. "Dust!" called the paw. "We dust!" said the four, and they spread lots of dust on the squeaky old floor. At the old haunted house where scary things jive lived a ma werewolf and her wee wolfies five. "Howl!" cried the ma. "Aroo!" wailed the five, and they yowled and they howled where the scary things jive. In the old haunted house in a vault made of bricks lived a papa vampire and his little vamp six. "Show fangs!" Papa cried. "Hiss!" went the six, and they snarled and they shrieked in the vault made of bricks. At the old haunted house teaching a lesson was a hairy mom bat and her itty bats seven. "Dip! Dive!" cried the mom. "Flop! Flop!" went the seven, and they dipped and they dove till in their dip diving lesson. By the old haunted house near the graveyard gate lived a spooky dad ghost and his wee ghosties eight. "Haunt!" cried the dad. "Boo!" cried the eight, and they booed and they floated through the graveyard gate. At the old haunted house, half covered with vines, lived a mummy mommy and her wee mummies nine. "Mix!" called the mommy. "We mix!" called the nine, and they stirred and they mixed in the house with the vines. At the old haunted house in the dusty old den lived a fat ma spider and her wee spiders 10. "Spin!" called the ma. "Weave ho!" said the 10, and they spun sticky webs in the dusty old den. At the old haunted house, the front door creaked. "Trick or treat!" yelled the children. The ghost shrieked, "Eek!" "Come in!" called Mummy. The monsters made stew, the mummies made cake, the witches zapped brew. The creatures all grinned as they struck up the band, and all the spiders all swung on sticky web strands. The ghosties floated as the music played, black cats scratched and werewolves bayed. The vampire band played music all night, and they all had fun at the Halloween fright. The end.